Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Kryptonian saying here, bringing you guys a review for One Piece Chapter 880. And I gotta say, man, it don't look too good for Luffy, and it really don't look good for Nami. God damn, man. I know somebody's typing in the comment section right now like, yo, this motherfucker thought that Big Mom was gonna lose to Nami. You about to see what happened when Big Mom come for her. God, dog, man, like Big Mom is riding on that big ass wave at the end of the chapter, and the first thing that goes to my head is like, Big Mom is a big bitch. So how heavy or how strong is that wave that Big Mom ain't crashing through that motherfucker? That's the big question. Somebody power scale that. Like, how many multi-continental dimensions is that shit? But yo, man, I gotta say, like, god damn, Oda sure as hell know how to live with a cliffhanger, okay? And what I mean by live with a cliffhanger is, you know, he just drops it off to you, and I can't imagine what it would have been like to have to wait a whole week, or God forbid the manga was on break and this was the last thing that you got. It's just like Big Mom is coming. Oda titled this No Escape, and sure enough, hope seems lost. Like, the only thing that you got kind of riding on it is like Big Mom is so fixated on getting this cake and eating this cake. They're like, you gotta hope that Sanji and Pudding's sister are able to actually pull this off. That they're actually able to pull off making this cake, because if they can't, it's game over. And so what's so crazy about this is how, like, Pudding starts everything off, and she's still bipolar as fuck. She's still bipolar. And again, it's Oda trying to show us like the internal struggle with the character. I've moved to a point where it's fuck Pudding left, right, center, okay? Like, fuck Pudding like somebody's about to cream pie her. Like, I'm not a fan of Pudding, but I like how Oda's trying to show the internal struggle that she has, where she's constantly flipping the switch in and off and everything, and you see her starting to come to grips with the situation she's in, because she's, you know, saying like, hey, it's okay. Like, sis, you're gonna tell everybody that that you're my prisoner. We're gonna erase their memories. I got all this right here. And what you get is how Pudding puts on the face and says like, yeah, you know, it was my wedding, it was ruined, you know, but don't let anybody come into this factory, because we're gonna be making this cake, nobody can come look. And the whole reason why she's doing it is, on one hand, you know, she has the people eating out the palm of her hands, and they know that Big Mom's on the rampage and she could just destroy everything, so they're gonna listen to her. On the other hand, she's also doing it so she can secure a safe place for her to work with Sanji. So I mean, I thought that was cool. Again, I mean, we're seeing the smart side with Pudding. That's why I said, like, Pudding is the type, God save you if you ever nutting this bitch and you have a kid with her, because she's gonna make your life a living hell. But what I like about this right here, what I really like about this right here, is you get this moment where Sanji just flexes on everybody. Sanji flexes on everybody. So they're looking over the ingredients and everything, and Sanji says like, yeah, I made a map of the actual cake, or design, an outline, if you will. And then in the next panel, that's when all of a sudden Pudding's sister's like, well, what about this? How'd you get the ingredients too? Sanji, my dude just smoking a cigarette. And he's like, yeah, I figured out all the ingredients down to the cent. And I'm like, what the fuck? But as you guys know, like, my mom has a catering company, and like, you know, I come from a family of cooks, so it's just like, I totally understand some shit like that. That's what my mom is. My mom can smell some shit and eat some shit and tell you every single ingredient and whatever it is that she's eating. So I mean, I totally understand that. I don't have that gift, but what I can say is I totally understand what Oda was going for there. And I like how you get this moment where Sanji just flexes it even further, and he's just like, yeah, let me know if I made any mistakes. This little bastard right here, he knew what the fuck he was doing. He's like, let me know if I made some mistakes. And they said, you even got the secret ingredient it took a week to come up with. How did you do that? We knew you were good. We didn't know you were this good. Sanji just smoking that cigarette like, bitch, you must not know about me. Oh shit, man. I fucking love Sanji, man. I fucking love Sanji right now. This shit is so fucking awesome. And he just brags, like, and the way he's bragging is like he's just doing the humble thing, right? He's like, oh man, it's so flattering, and he says like, I guess you're right. Oh shucks, and it's because, you know, they're saying like, hey, it's so cool you guys to be making a married couple cake together, and you know, Pudding just has the meltdown. Her brain just completely just goes like and blows itself up because she's just like, oh shit, she's being hit with the flattery. She's got the hard in her eyes. I could totally see her and Sanji hooking up at this point, and she even flips the middle finger to everybody. She's like, yeah, you know, we're basically a married couple now. Sanji, if you do anything funny, I'm gonna stomp your shit in. And it's just like, this bitch is bipolar, but at the same time though, it's like Pudding, I think she actually loves this motherfucker. I think she actually loves Sanji. I think she actually loves him. And it's so crazy that, like, you know, she goes on the back and forth thing in the way that Sanji can flip the pervert switch on and off, and like she's got the hearts and eyes the same way that that Sanji gets him in his eyes whenever he's going into the perv. Sanji has the blood out his nose. She's got the blood out the mouth. Like, Oda's doing some really nice parallels on that. And I like how Sanji says, like, hey, you know, we're about to make some extra shit right here, but I'm going to show you guys, we're going to make the real cooking. We're going to do some aggressive cooking right now. And what's so nice about that is how, you know, Oda puts the emphasis on the three people working in tandem. They're probably going to be the MVPs in this arc. And I got to say, it's very well earned. And I like how Katakuri's just looking and he's like, okay, hey, I think that this guy thought that he was going to be able to pull this shit off, that he was going to be able to make a brave last stand. Like, shit, Stu's on his ass. He's done for. Go burn down that Straw Hat ship. Go burn that down, Brûlée. Take as many men as you need to. And Luffy hears that shit and he's like, give me that mirror. You ain't touching my crew. Luffy and Katakuri, they have another little small exchange. Katakuri is saying, hey, I thought that we were going to be fighting each other. I thought this was a one-on-one. But Luffy manages to take a shard. He manages to take a shard of the mirror, and he's communicating with Nami. He's saying, like, look, Nami, I need you to break all of the mirrors on the ship. We cannot let them burn this down. Don't worry about how I'm going to get back to you. I'll figure something out. I'll figure it out. I told you to hold it down. I'll handle things here. These guys are some tough bastards, but I'm going to find a way to make everything right. And what you actually see in this moment is that Brûlée's already got some people. I think they're people from her family, if I'm not mistaken. They're on the ship, and they're in the process of trying to burn shit down. And then you got Big Mom in the background, and Big Mom, she's on a fucking tidal wave, and Big Mom's about to fuck shit up. So, I mean, this was a really, really good chapter. So my chapter question to you guys is going to be, on a scale from 1 to 10, who had it worse? Was it Nami and the rest of the Straw Hats facing down Big Mom? Or was it Luffy potentially being trapped in the Mirro-World with Katakuri? Who had it worse in terms of no escape? Who had it worse? Rate it from 1 to 10 for me. But as always, guys, if you like anything I had to say, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for watching to the end. Have an awesome day, guys.